Hello. Hi. Welcome back to Shanificent. My name is Shani, and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I want to tell you to do it scared. Do it scared. You're scared? Do it anyway. It's okay to do things scared. It's okay to be scared. That's what the first thing. I think I've said this in another video before, but the first step in dealing with fear is to acknowledge that it's there. Acknowledge that you're scared. Say what you're scared about. Say it. That gives it way less power, and it puts the power back on your side. It puts the power back in your team. So say that you're scared. Acknowledge that you're scared and say what you're scared of. Sometimes even in just saying what you're scared of, the fear can kind of go away just because you're conscious of it, and now you can look at it. Like, let's say even if you write it down, like I usually write, I'll journal it. So if I see it, then I'm like, it's not even that scary, or like, why would I be scared of that? Like, that's not realistic, or that's not gonna happen, or so acknowledging it is real. It's okay. Everyone is scared. We all get scared. Say that you're scared. Acknowledge it. Yeah. So it's really important that you do things scared, because like I've said before, fear is what holds us back from everything we want. Fear is everything we want is on the other side of fear. Everything we want is on the other side of fear. And imagine you keep your life so small, you make your life so small by remaining scared. And sometimes you think it's a blessing. Like, you think, oh, but at least I don't have to do the thing. Like, at least I'm safe here, But you do that without realizing just how small your little safety bubble is, how constricting it actually is. Like, have you been been in the same situation for 5 years now, 7 years now, 10 years now, That's a super long time. You don't even know, like, you can literally have everything you want. You're just scared to actually get it. Okay, I'm sorry. There was just a plane. I was waiting for a plane to pass for a really long time, so I kind of forgot what I was talking about. But let's go back. Let's go back to feeling undeserving. Yeah, that might also come up when you're kind of like asking yourself why you're afraid to do this thing. You might realize that you feel undeserving of this, I don't know, this new promotion, or living in a place like that kind of apartment, that kind of house. You feel undeserving of this kind of a relationship or a friendship, whatever. Like, it feels so good and you just feel undeserving of it. You feel like, nah, people like me do not get to have things like this. Well, I'm telling you, you're gonna need to rewrite that belief in your mind and start entertaining the thought that people like you do get to have things like this. Because, like, why not? I just I know a lot of us struggle with feeling undeserving, and it makes me really sad, because I'm like, why don't you feel deserving? Like, of course you deserve it. Of course you deserve to be happy. The universe wants you to be happy. God wants you to be happy. Life itself wants you to be happy. The point of life is to try and bring in as much joy and peace and happiness and love as possible. Like, that's the goal. I know capitalism, patriarchy, whatever system has told you that the point of life is to make as much money as possible. That's an illusion. It's not true. That's not why we were put on this planet as people, as humans. That's not what humans are here to do. No. I believe that we are here to try and bring in as much of ourselves as possible. And who we really are is love. So try and bring in as much love as possible. That's how we become our most authentic selves as well. Because I also believe the point of life is to be as authentic as possible. So yeah, like, you are deserving, and like, we don't even need to. I think sometimes we can get intellectual about trying to justify why we deserve X, Y, and Z, because a lot of the time the external world kind of like raises us in a way that we feel that that's necessary. We have to justify why we deserve good things. No, you don't have to justify anything. You deserve it because you exist. You deserve blessings because you exist. Please remember that. Or try and start entertaining that. Just entertain it, And as you're entertaining it, things might come up. You might have other voices in your head saying, no, but you don't deserve it because you never finished school. Or you don't deserve it because you make this much money, or you don't deserve it because you look like this, you know? And that voice is just an enemy of progress. It's just an enemy of progress. Consider that voice it's just an antagonist. It's just trying to get you to not love yourself, and you deserve to love yourself, even if there are other voices trying to make you feel like you don't. Also, I think another reason why we can struggle with feeling deserving of blessings is because we're a bit, quite frankly, we watch too much media, too much TV, too many movies where it's like bad things are happening, where turmoil is happening the entire time. I notice this a lot because generally I like to watch more uplifting content, more uplifting TV, movies. Like I want to see love before me. I want to see love on the screen, like real love, not like romance necessarily, but like I want to see love, like people just being kind to each other, like people being compassionate and like considerate of each other. I want to see people treating each other right. I want to see people treating each other right. Is that too much to ask for? It seems like like life would make it seem like it is too much to ask for, and it's not. But sometimes I think you might be attaching yourself, you might be consuming and paying attention to too many narratives of despair, of failure, of hopelessness, of loss. And like, yes, those are very real parts of life, but they're not the only parts of life. It's very important for you to understand that. Yes, they're real parts of life, but they're not the only parts of life. Just as much as there's hopelessness, despair, fear, turmoil, violence, loss, there's also joy, peace, love, excitement, hope. You know, there's all those beautiful feelings as well, and they're on a spectrum and they all exist. And yes, we're meant to feel all of them, but sometimes I think you might be hyper focusing or only paying attention to the negative emotional experiences, because your psyche kind of tells you it's easier to like, you know, like know your enemy, like know your fears, you know, like know the things that it's good to know how you could be hurt, you know, so you can protect yourself. It's actually your psyche and your system trying to protect yourself, with you hyper focusing on what could go wrong. I always see like there are a lot of like, it's quite common on like social media, on people's social media feeds, or like on their profiles especially. Like sometimes I'll go on someone's profile, this is on any app, any website, whatever, and their whole feed is like, this person needs help, oh, GoFundMe, oh, this person needs $500, oh, this person is leaving an abusive household and they need, oh, this person is, and it's the whole feed. And yes, that's real, and I do have compassion for people who are going through tough times and are requiring assistance or would like assistance from people through the internet, you know. However, if that is all you're focusing on, of course you don't believe you're worthy of good things. Of course you don't believe that people get to have good things and life gets to be good and easy and peaceful and joyful and blissful. Of course you don't. Because all you see is stories where life isn't peaceful or easy or blissful. And then when you do come across stories or narratives, or something happens to you that makes you feel peaceful and blissful and joyful and loving and loved, you think you don't trust it. You don't trust it, and you think it's going to go away, because the framework of your psyche is comprised of the negative stories, of the dark stories, of the tough stories. So that's something that's really important to think about. That's probably a huge part of why you fear doing something. You fear making the change that you need to make. For example, like with me starting, as I said in a previous video, I was very scared to start this YouTube channel and to get up here and to start speaking my truth. But one thing that helped me, and I don't think I would have been able to do it without doing this, is that like I wasn't just on social media following, like just like consuming anyone and everyone's content, you know. Like I was barely on socials because of like this because of what I just said, you know. Like I wasn't consuming narratives of failure. I wasn't like I wasn't looking at other people's successes on social media. You know, I didn't have that in my mind when I was starting. I actually started from kind of like from a vacuumy type space. Like it was just me and me, just doing this thing, you know? So, well, it wasn't just me and me. It was me and my boyfriend. But that's, you can bring in people that you trust and you feel support you and make you feel worthy. That's a huge one. I think it's really, 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 it can be really helpful for you to bring in people, or like only pay attention to and allow people in your life that make you feel worthy when you're trying to make a new change, when you're doing something that scares you, something that you've identified that scares you, you know? People who don't make you feel good about yourself, who after you hang out with them, you don't feel good, you feel less than, you feel unworthy, don't, like, distance yourself from them, or don't spend time with them. It can just be for this period of time. Honestly, it could probably just be for this period of time, but like they are sapping your energy and they are contributing to you feeling undeserving, you know? So yeah, do it scared. It's okay to be scared. Of course you're scared, that's perfectly understandable, but you deserve the blessings of that action, of that new behavior, of that new change, of that new action. You deserve the blessings of them regardless. You do. Being scared doesn't make you any less of a person, or any less capable, or any less worthy. It just makes you more human and therefore more deserving. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this message. I felt a little all over the place, but I hope it was helpful. Please, if you would like to have a conversation with me about being scared and wanting to do it anyway, or anything else, please reach out to me via email. My email is in the description box down below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe if you are down and willing and want to. I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.